Are you desperate to get your support gems into level 3, 4, and 5, but you have no money, no currency at all to do it? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you the fastest, easiest way that will not only make that happen to at least 4 sockets, and if you get very, very lucky, to 5, but also make you a little bit of gold at the same time to recover your investment. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live. And let's get into it. Here's what we're going to do. There's a specific trick that you can use to get all of your gems to maximum sockets. And the way you do this, don't pay attention to this, I'm just saving this, is by corrupting your gems. And that's like, well, Darren, if you corrupt your gems, then they're going to get broken. Whoa. Well, the thing is, you can just do this with a gem that is like kind of low level. You're going to get very, very, very low level gems. Level 9 is probably fine. I'm just going to get like 1, 2, 3, 4. Surely with 5 is enough. Surely this will be enough. And then you get your jeweler orbs. Get them all in. You get your val orbs. You pick the ability you want. Now you get a little jeweler orb to upgrade it to get 3 sockets on it. You can see it there on the top right. It's 3 sockets. Val orb. And hopefully it gets to 4 or 5. Sometimes it gets destroyed. Sometimes it gets fucked. Sometimes it gets a 2. They are corrupted. It did nothing. This is useless. We'll do it again. Falling Thunder. Get 1 more orb. We got fucked again. This time, this is it. Falling Thunder. Yes! And there you go. It has 4 sockets. Now, it did, sadly, remove the 3% chance not to use any remove charges on use. It's sad, and you definitely could like keep going until you get your perfect version of it, right? But in this case, I think I'm just gonna call it a day. And now that you have your corrupted version of it, you can grab your level, for example, 14 skill gem right here. You can equip this, right? You can equip it. Go in here, put all the stuff. You don't have to put the gems, the support, but like I want to do it. And then you go in here and you upgrade to level 14. And you can do this to the max level as well. And then you have your beautiful Falling Thunder, your beautiful skill with 4 sockets, even though you didn't really spend that much gold. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool. And you can actually get lucky and get a 5 sockets, but then you're going to have to, you know, really, really gamble, because that's very, very, you have to be very lucky for that to happen. But it can happen. So it's way better than buying a greater orb that is very expensive. And guess what, guys? After you're actually done, and let's say that you failed, and you failed a lot, and you have a lot of these gems that you can use, you can just list them in the trading post here, and you can see that even the 2 gem slots are actually selling, and you start going down and down and down to get like number 3, 3 sockets. You start seeing that they're actually a bit more expensive, like 1 exalted orb and stuff like that. And if you actually go search and you see whether it has more than 2 sockets, you can see they start getting a bit more expensive, with 1 exalted orb being the minimum. And if you go to 4, you can see that already we're at 4 exalted orbs each at the very least. And you can just go inside of here instead of gambling it and actually just buying it straight from the trading post instead. And maybe it actually will be cheaper than just you gambling it. For 5 sockets, you actually will need a very specific, the perfect jeweler orb, which is apparently like 60 to 80 divine orbs, which is insanely expensive. So it actually might be better to just go and check the actual gem that you want yourself for your build, search it with 5 sockets and see if it's a bit less expensive, because holy, they're very expensive. It'll depend on what gem you're actually looking for, but it's definitely gonna be less than the 60 to 80 divine orbs that we're gonna get by doing it yourself. Because at the end of the day, the people that are putting that in the actual training post are people that are probably re-rolling from another build. They no longer need that socket, they no longer need that gem, and they just want to sell it, move on to the next one. So you can definitely take advantage of that and get a bit of a discount for your upgrades. Hope that works for you. Hopefully that helped you, and you can do the same thing. And tell me if you get lucky and you get a 4 stack or a 5. If you get a 4 socket or a 5 socket, tell me.